Hello, BookTube. I've got a little mail for you here. 3 packages, including a big, heavy box that I suspect is from one of you. But the first 2 are just ordinary publisher envelopes. So let's see what we have there. This will just be probably 2 advanced copies of stuff coming out in 2021. Okay, this first one looks like that's what it is. Yeah, this comes out in early January. This is an Other Press paperback original. Need your mother's recipe for bouillabaisse. I just need the... Okay, so this is I Just Wanted to Save My Family, a memoir by Stefan Pelisse, translated from the original French by Adriana Hunter. Do we have... What do we got here? So this comes out in early January, and it's appearing in English for the first time. Written by the French legal mind Stefan Pelisse, is a stirring, propulsive memoir about one man's deep-rooted commitment to assisting his wife's family emigrate to France from Syria. Putting a human face on the European migrant crisis, the author seamlessly melds the personal and the political to convey an urgent and timely message. No person is illegal, and love conquers hate. Okay, you're right. No person is illegal. But entering into a country can very much be illegal. It can very much be illegally done. You're right. The catchphrase is "no person is illegal." That's great, and it's designed to shame people who are raising legitimate objections to uncontrolled immigration into a country. I'm invulnerable to shame, and I don't like that kind of verbal fascism anyway. You're right. No person is illegal. I don't know what that means on a deeper level, and neither do you, and neither does the person who coined it. But a person can be in a country illegally. You're right. No person is illegal, but there's plenty of illegal immigration. Plenty of that. Because immigration is structured in a country according to laws. Like everything else in a country is structured according to laws. And if you break those laws, you are doing something illegal. You might not be illegal in some ecumenical sense, but you would still be breaking the law. So, so again, I'm wondering whether or not this book has been written in part to be critic-proof. I Just Wanted to Save My Family is the author's edge-of-your-seat account of helping Zena's parents, her younger brother and cousin, seek asylum. At once intimate and epic, the book begins with the joyous occasion of the author's marriage to Zena and then unfolds to trace the harrowing border crossings her relatives undertook from Syria to France by way of Turkey, Greece, Hungary, and Germany. Risking their lives, they travel by any means possible, ranging from overcrowded, unseaworthy boat to cars driven under cover of night by hired people smugglers. Again, I will have to read the book to find out, but again, I'm wondering why that is the case. Why would you need... okay, people smugglers and unseaworthy boats, maybe, to get from Syria to, what was the first port of call? Turkey? But the list here is Turkey, Greece, Hungary, Germany, with the end result being France. And you don't need people smugglers to get from Germany to France. What you need is to follow the immigration laws to get from Germany to France. So I'm wondering, at what point did this journey stop being harrowing and start becoming tedious? And you're not seeking asylum anymore if you're trying to circumvent tedium. We shall see. Nobody goes to France from Germany seeking asylum, is what I'm trying to say. And nobody goes from Greece to Hungary seeking asylum. There's no such thing as asylum seekers from Germany to Hungary, or from Hungary to Germany, or from Germany to France. So we shall see. Since that cannot be true, I'm wondering at what point it stops being true. If the author's family is fleeing from war-torn Syria, and they fetch up in their first port of call, and they are no longer fleeing from war, then what happens after that to their status? They are no longer refugees from a war-torn country. Instead, they are just people wanting to move from one country to another. It'll be very interesting to see. It's obviously still a hot-button topic. So, but it doesn't come out until next year, so it doesn't affect my reading right now. So let's just move on. Let's see if we can find something a little less contentious in this next one. Probably another 2021 release. Oh, it is. Another 2021 release. Yes, this one comes out in late March, so significantly later. This is Second Nature by Nathaniel Rich. Scenes from a World Remade. Quite the cover. Nathaniel Rich's books and essays occupy a singular place in ecological literature. If Bill McKibben is among its leading activists, Stuart Brand its techno-optimists, and Elizabeth Colbert its journalistic chroniclers, Rich is one of its foremost storytellers. From his explosive New York Times Magazine essay and subsequent book, Losing Earth, to his gripping account of one lawyer's battle with DuPont Chemical, to the acclaimed novel Odds Against Tomorrow, Rich makes sense of our evolving relationship with the natural world in all its terror, uncanny, wonder, and moral ambiguity through narrative. And the power and nuance of his storytelling is on full display in this book, in which he chronicles lives transformed by the eerie remaking of our environment. The son of a butcher in Illinois relocates to San Francisco to take part in a startup that grows chicken in labs. A Japanese scientist studies a species of jellyfish that ages backwards, hoping to someday harness the science to make humans immortal. And Rich's home of New Orleans, post-Katrina, biodiverse green spaces emerge in abandoned yards of the lower Ninth Ward, appreciated by none beside the tourists passing through on double-decker buses. Scientists in California engineer the reemergence of an extinct animal in a new and improved form. A Brazilian artist tries to adopt a genetically engineered rabbit that glows neon green. Okay, well, that Japanese scientist who studies jellyfish that age backwards, hoping to unlock the secret of immortality, sounds like someone who should be interviewed by a certain booktuber that I know. David at Live Forever or Die Trying. I don't know if you subscribe to his channel, but he has recently started interviewing authors. He does a fantastic job at it. Those videos are fantastic. I'll try to, if I remember, I'll link to the latest one. All of them come back sooner or later to the subject that obsesses David, which is immortality, personal, biological immortality. Okay, well, this comes out in late March, and it's just a whole bunch of sounds like a whole bunch of vignettes about people grappling with the weird and the biological. And then we have the box, big heavy box. I don't know what this could be, but it's been repacked, so it's not from a publisher. So I have a feeling that it's a gift from one of you. So we have to watch out for that. It is. It is. Oh, this has already happened once. Now it's happening again. Oh my. Someone call Sarah from the Bookish Knitter back into the room. I just got a box of Harlequins in the mail. She's going to want to see this. I got a box of Harlequin historicals in the mail. Harlequin romance every month they do a whole roster of different kinds of romances. Thriller, clean, Christian, love-inspired, that sort of thing. And one of them is Harlequin Historicals, which I love. There are 4 historical novels every month. And I just got a whole box of them. Fantastic. So the first one is Jenny Fletcher, Redeeming Her Viking Warrior. Then we have Julia Justice, The Enticing of Miss Standish. Quite a few of these are just standard Regency romances. That's what this one looks like. Then we have Helen Dixon, Wedded for His Secret Child. We have Michelle Stiles, Conveniently Wed to the Viking. So another Viking making an appearance, although no Viking ever looked like that. Let's see here. Then Liz Tyner, The Governess's Guide to Marriage. What else have we got here? Virginia Heath, The Scoundrel's Battered Bride. Marguerite Kay, The Forbidden Liaison of Miss Grant. A lot of these look like Regencies. Fine by me. Janice Preston, The Earl with a Secret Past. Michelle Willingham, The Highlander and the Wallflower. Let's see here. Madeline Martin, How to Start a Scandal. This keeps going. We have Laurie Robinson, The Flapper's Baby Scandal. Lara Temple, The Return of the Disappearing Duke. Let's see here. Bronwyn Scott, The Confessions of the Duke of Newland. Why do I know the name Bronwyn Scott? I may have read romances by that particular author before. And then we have this is not a Harlequin Regency romance. This is just an out-and-out romance that I think we've seen on this channel before. This is My Kind of Earl by Vivian Laurie, who's fantastic. Just great. So that's just an ordinary, fantastic, but a mainstream romance, not a Harlequin. And then we have one more Harlequin here. by Virginia Heath, who I think we've seen already. Didn't we see Virginia Heath already? Let's see. Yes, The Scoundrel's Battered Bride was Virginia Heath. Here we have another one of hers, Lillian and the Irresistible Duke. So wow, all right. So Steve Graham is going to be a little bit on the tricky side here. We have I Just Wanted to Save My Family, about the author's family immigrating from Syria. We have Second Nature by Nathaniel Rich, about the weird and wonderful new ways of nature. We have Vivian Lorett, My Kind of Earl, which I might already have. And then all of these Harlequin historicals, just fantastic. I got a postcard that I'm going to read from the senders. Thank you so much if you're watching. How incredible. A couple of these will be gobbled down tonight. We got Lillian and the Irresistible Duke. Am I going to be able to do this? The Confessions of the Duke of Newland by Bronwyn Scott. The Return of the Disappearing Duke. We have a little bit of a Duke theme going on here. The Flapper's Baby Scandal by Laurie Robinson. Let's see here. How to Start a Scandal by Madeline Martin. The Highlander and the Wallflower. I wonder which is which on that cover. The Earl with the Secret Past. So a few rungs down from a Duke. A Forbidden Liaison with Miss Grant. Mr. Grant. The Scoundrel's Battered Bride. The Governess's Guide to Marriage. Conveniently Wed to the Viking. Wedded for His Secret Child. The Enticing of Miss Standish. And Redeeming Her Viking Warrior. How do you like that? A whole pile of Harlequin romances in the mail. I have the best viewers in the world. I think the one I will start with will be The Return of the Disappearing Duke. I think I will read that tonight. But I'm going to read these all this weekend. Especially since today seems to be the stereotypical calm before the storm. All of the meteorological models are firming up to predict a fairly whopper of a snowstorm coming tomorrow night. So today was bright and sunny, and it was cold, but it was bright and sunny, a really pretty day. And tomorrow will probably be bright and sunny in the morning, and then starting increasingly overcast, and then a storm hits overnight. And I'm watching 4 different models unfold and firm up on this thing, and the 2 models that are most accurate are predicting a foot of snow for Boston, and God knows how much. I think they go tilt. I think they go right off the edge of the model for Vermont. So Vermont might get 2 feet of snow or more. It might not happen. Two of the 4 models predict that this thing will stall south and move out to sea, and that Boston will get maybe 5 inches. So we shall see. But one way or another, today was the day to go out and about, and I'm so glad to have now a gigantic pile of candy romances that I can just surround myself with when it's snowing like crazy on Thursday. I think the storm is probably going to start on Wednesday night. Roar all of Wednesday night and most of Thursday. So we shall see. We shall see what Walking the Bean is like when it comes to that. That's her you hear in the background demolishing the box that these romances came in. She's tearing it to pieces. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much. You know who you are, and I will be back. Thank you, BookTube.